let's go to Links 1. And up north, severe weather, still moving east. Let's talk about Ponca City and Kay County. And again, these are all moving off to the east-northeast. We'll go ahead. A little shower in the metro, dying out. Nothing severe for Oklahoma City. And by the way, new data is clean and green for the evening, right?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, we got nothing. So here in the metro, rest of your evening, Saturday, have fun, enjoy it. All right, so storm now north of Alcorn. It's going to Ponca City. It is severe. Hail sizes are not that big. Nickel, dime, quarter-size hail, right? And also winds maybe 50, 60 miles per hour will come into and west of Ponca City. Other storms near Lamont, Hunter are not severe. The only severe storm, the other severe storm, is now just blown through Perry. It's going to Morrison, going to Glencoe, going to Pawnee, and it'll keep going right down Highway 64. And
I got an update, David, from Sarah from near the Vance Air Force Base area.
Yeah, earlier.
Just east of
the
there.
big storm earlier.
Yeah, which is that hail core.
Yeah.
And said no golf balls. There's a lot of very small hail. So maybe one of those cores that instead of being the big, huge hail, it's just a whole bunch of really small hail, which is great news for Perry and folks down the line of this. If it's still on that same trend. Yeah,
because that storm earlier, well, not this one, but I mean, we had softballs today, right?
We did have softballs today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we've had, and we were showing
Arnett
pictures.
South of Fort
earlier.
Supply.
So this is what's going on up north, and the storm down south. Is it still doing its thing down there? Let's take
the Red
a look.
River?
Yeah. Let's get down here again. And tornado warning continues. Hank's there. Vaughn's there. What do they have? Do they have anything? I see Hank shot. Let's go to Vaughn. And Vaughn and Hank are pretty much here together. Let's bring back Vaughn, and then we'll get Hank's shot figured out. Vaughn, what do you think? Tornado warning continues. Have you seen anything here in the last couple of minutes?
Yeah. It still has that area of rotation, and I'm telling you what, there is a bunch of people at Lake Murray. I mean, they're huddled around the bathrooms, and they were scared to death. So if you are at Lake Murray, this thing's crossing right over the north end of it and getting ready to come across over Highway 70 pretty quickly here, David. But I'm going to clear the trees here pretty quick and get a good shot of whatever's left of that circulation. But I think it's still going. Back to you.
All right, nice job, Vaughn. And like he said he went by Lake Murray. A lot of folks trying to jam-pack into the bathrooms. And I get it, but, I mean, that's not the safest place, right? I mean, it's better than nothing. But this is what you have to do on a day like today. You got to be thinking about other places to go. And I get it, that's the safest place you have. But, man, if I've got a tornado barreling down towards me, if that's the only place I got, I'll go there. But, man, days like today, you just got to go, hang on a second. You just got to really, really pay attention to what's going on. They did not get a tornado at the lake, but it's just north of the lake now. Back to Links 1, and we'll see what it looks like here on Links 1. Here's the hook, and it's right here. It's going to be south of Province and Dixon now, getting some big wind, big hail up here, and it's kind of lifting to the north. To me, it looks like it's kind of getting thinned out a little bit. I could be wrong, and it might tighten up and produce, but it doesn't look quite as supercellish as it did. It's still there. It just looks not quite like, oh my gosh. But we have to watch. This is down in the mountains, and the radar beam is hitting some of the mountains down here just above them, and you can't see all the way down on the deck or on the surface. So the tornadoes down here don't look quite the same to the radar because of how far away they are. These are basically down almost into Texas. All right, so it missed Ardmore, but now it's going, let's see, what's it doing here? Towards Reagan. Yeah, Dixon. You folks in Dixon, if you can hear me or know somebody that lives there, possible tornado down here where Hank is. I'm looking at Hank's shot. Oh, there's Hank. Control room, let's bring up Hank. And look at Hank's shot. Look at there. There's the cut. There's the lowering. Wow, Hank, there you go. What do you think? Look at that. That's impressive.
Yeah, I tell you what is the most impressive down here right now, and it is the humidity. It is foggy. There is so much humidity right now. Everything is just the ground is just giving up the humidity in it. It's pretty wild. So yeah, that area of circulation is just moved over Highway 70, so it's just right to my north. I don't see anything really well organized. It kind of looks like to me that the storm maybe is getting stretched out or thinned out from east to west. There's still, obviously you can see in my shot, there's a lot of chaotic movement in there. We know there's some circulation. It's sure got the humidity to work with, but it almost appears to me that it's starting to turn outflow dominant. So I don't know if that's the case. You know better than I am, but it's kind of got that feel that it's starting to get more outflow dominant than it is inflow. But we do have rising motion right there in front of us, and we'll sit here and watch this cut and see what happens. Back to you, David.
Yeah, I see that. You're right there. I mean, that's what you need to be looking at, and you're doing it just like you do. But I don't see anything. And it looks a little ragged in there. I think you're kind of right. That's what I said about looking at radar. It might tighten up and do it in front of us, but it doesn't look quite as, you know what I mean? Not like it did when you were just, 10 minutes ago or so. So we will see. All right, nice job. Nice job, Hank. Okay, let's go back to Links 1. And there's a storm down there. What does Jeremy have in his shot? What am I looking at in Jeremy's shot here? Let's go to Jeremy, and let's bring him in here. And get an update from Jeremy Carter. Yeah, it's nothing crazy. I know.
You see that there?
Yeah, it's nothing crazy, but go ahead. Give us an update.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lowering, David, but really, this storm has really got a strong outflow coming off of it. So even though it looks kind of gnarly and scary, there ain't a lot going on here. Not a whole lot. Just the pressure dropping below the base. It's allowing the clouds to hang down a little bit lower, but nothing serious, David. Back to you. This is just west of Stillwater, for the record. So you got it. Back to you, David.
All right, nice job. Well, keep going a little farther east with this. We'll see what it does. It's making its way. Keep going east. Let's get up a little farther east now. This thing's going to go into Pawnee County, and that is not a lowering as far as a tornado or anything like that, okay? And that's not what we're talking about there. I mean, he's on it. He's looking at this, the cloud. That's just an area that's just attached and a little bit of some gusty winds, but still talking about winds 50 to 60 miles per hour. All right, Links 1 and Jeremy and Val are here, and this is moving east towards Morrison, going to Pawnee, going to Cleveland, going down Highway 64, right? And that's going to keep making its way east. Storms back to the west near Hunter, not severe. Bob's up here, going down Highway 11 into Blackwell, and that storm is not severe. This is a big cell here. Boy, there's some good-sized hail, or at least a lot of hail, from Tonkawa right now, and that's going to be, it's kind of moving off to the northeast. That's going to head up towards Kildare and Newkirk. So Newkirk, you've already had one storm, and you're going to get another storm, and then you're going to get another couple of smaller storms after that. So,
hey, David.
Yep.
We did get video actually sent in. It's going to be on Links 3 of that wedding that was affected by that high wind.
Hang on. I tell you what, let's go to that, and then we're going to go to Marty Logan. Let's go to that first. And so this is the tent. Exactly where were we again?
It says from Capron.
Okay, up near Capron. This is a wedding party, and this is the stuff that I really don't like to see.
Oh, man.
I mean, look at the wind here. Look at the party outside.
We had a tornado on the ground south of Mutual, not too far from there.
Yeah. And the video is short. We see everybody running. Okay, let's bring Marty Logan in. You've seen the video. Marty has the lowdown on this up near Capron. And Marty, we just watched some of the video, and right when things start to get crazy, the video stops. So we don't know how big and bad it got. What do you know? What have you heard? Give us an update.
Well, when I tell everybody this story, every game warden and Lacey are going to know who I'm talking about. They work the Backwoods show every year where we score antlers. Ron and Phyllis Owens were at that wedding. It's a small world. They were up there at that wedding when the tent blew over. Phyllis was hit in the head, got a serious head injury. Ron, through my wife, I visited with Ron, sent him pictures of radar, told him how to get back down to Oklahoma City safely. By the way, I did ask if it was okay to use his name, and he did say it was okay. But he said also another gentleman under that tent was hit in the head and was knocked out. He's back conscious now, and then numerous other minor injuries is what Ron said. So when I say that name, I'm literally every game warden in Oklahoma knows Ron. So Ron's okay, but Phyllis took a hit on the head, and as long as she comes out all right, I can just say she's a not hit, and I'm pretty sure she will be okay. Back to you, David.
All right. So, Marty, do you know where they were? I'm guess taken to Alva or a hospital close by?
No, Ron's going to try to go back down to Oklahoma City area. They're from the metro. He's an artist. We bought several paintings from him.
Okay.
And so that's kind of his background, and enjoys working in the wildlife area. So I'm sure Lacey remembers him.
Okay. But so him and his wife, they're going to come back down here. He's going to bring her down here then. So she's okay to travel.
Yeah,
I guess.
she's been bandaged up, looked at by some medical personnel up there.
Okay.
And I sent a deal to Andrew and Lacey talking about Burlington Fire Department was paged out to that incident. So I got that a while ago also.
Okay.
Whenever y'all were talking about it, a man sent it to me.
Okay.
Back to you.
All right. Nice job. So wedding party, having an outdoor wedding, and storm went just about right on top of them there, and looked like blew the tent down, and we've had some injuries, but it looks like the worst of the injuries was to the woman that Marty was talking about, and it appears to be right now that she is going to be okay, as that she was treated on the scene and now making their way back to Oklahoma City. So, folks, this is what we talk about this time of year. Weddings are great, but if you're going to do one outside on a big day that we're talking about, we've been talking about it all week long, you got to pay attention. You can't just unplug, and that's what we've been saying all week. You can't just unplug and assume it's not going to hit you. Something's going to hit somebody today, whether it's wind or hail or possibly a tornado. The one guy near Mutual got hit by the tornado today. You folks in Arnett, you had softball-sized hail. Some people got hit with bad weather. And we said most people will not, but some people that do, you would know it. Quickly here, severe weather now well east of Perry, now east of Blackwell, coming into Ponca City right now, with right into Ponca City, winds 50 to 60, maybe some quarter-size hail just west of town. Again, that storm moving northeast. Nothing tornadic up here. These storms are rotating a little bit, but we're watching them. Folks, we're going to take a break. Nothing tornadic, no tornado warnings right now. 7 News 9, we'll keep you advised.
I'm Tom Cole, and I approve this message.
America is under attack. President Trump needs a fighter like Tom Cole to take our country back. Tom Cole is leading the fight for the toughest border security law in history, to stop Zuckerberg, Soros, and radical liberals from buying our elections, to stop Joe Biden's attacks on Oklahoma oil and gas, and secure